Logan, what are your thoughts on this matchup coming up?
I mean, listen, I'm a huge fan of cheeseburgers myself, you know, the food in general. So I feel like I'm gonna love this man cheeseburger here, you know?
Well, here we go. It's Mike Zee. And his opponent will come out next, who is Cheeseburger. In a little bit about Mike Zee. He actually defeated Pedro Pablo last year at WrestleMania 8. He was the Pro Wrestling ROH champion for 965 days. Former Monster Factory Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion, now Lineage Pro Wrestling. Student there currently.
And we're spending all this time talking about Cheeseburger, but do not underestimate Mike Zee. As you just mentioned, he held the title for almost 1,000 days. So Cheeseburger is going to have a very tough matchup here tonight. As you see Mike Zee talking out to the crowd, and I think he's coming into this match with a lot of confidence, as we see here tonight.
And Mike Zee certainly is a winner at the Chamberlain Student Center.
Getting infuriated by this wrong crowd right now.
Same as last year. Some things just never change. And here comes the world's famous Cheeseburger. And man, Chris, you mentioned a little bit about this guy's resume, but how about 13 years of experience? How about being a trainer at the ROH Dojo, being a prominent figure in Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, GCW, and even AEW? He's the current Wrestle Pro Alaska Last Frontier champion for 532 days. And he won the Triple Tech Trials. You also see him on the Jericho Cruise Oceanic Title Tournament as a semifinalist. A trios champion with the trio named Gummy Burger. Interesting name, but he's an 11-time PWI 500 wrestler, meaning he has been voted the top 500 wrestler in the world for 11 years. He's got a huge cult following and a huge heart for a man that stands only at 5'9", 152 pounds. And you see here, man, he is dripped up. Certainly dripped up today. Look at that coat, look at the hat. Little Jay Lethal TNA days. How about that? Kind of looking like the Black Machismo Jay Lethal.
And Cheeseburger here, that definitely the loudest roar we've seen of the night so far, but it's all about what you can do once the bell rings. And if I'm Mike Zee right now and I hear that roar from the crowd, I think I get a little nervous. I get a little scared, but we'll see what happens here.
This matchup is set to get underway. Love the song choice, by the way.
Very great song choice. I mean, even from the lyrics alone, you can feel it in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into WrestleMania 9 here at the Chamberlain Student Center, right here on the campus of Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey. I'm Seth Fasano. Joined with me today are my two lovely commentators, Chris Kahlo and Logan Murphy. Logan Murphy making his debut on the desk.
Glad to be here.
Welcome, sir. Last year I got to do WrestleMania 8, so it's an honor to be back here this year. And this will be my last time doing this, as I am now a senior at Rowan. A little bittersweet night for me here, fellas.
Well, we'll make it the best we can.
And Cheeseburger addressing the Rowan crowd here. And Mike Zee doing it in his own way as well. Looks like he's not too happy with the fans on the awning.
And one of the best parts about this venue is all the options you have available, all the seating. Certainly a packed Chamberlain Student Center here tonight. And one of the best parts about this show is you get a group of people who may not be as familiar with pro wrestling, and they get to kind of see what it's like and learn about it. And it's very interesting, and it looks like this should be a hard-hitting match here, as both of them taunting to the crowd.
Mike Zee is not happy out there.
Mike Zee has seen enough, and we finally get the bell ring here.
Oh. Now we're underway. Cheeseburger.
Taking off the jacket.
He's got a Jay armband there. I feel like this is kind of an homage to Jay Lethal in his TNA days.
Oh, throws the cheeseburger to the nice young man in the crowd.
Could be Jay Burke.
Mike Zee is a little too worried about this crowd, telling him that he sucks. He's very angry now.
Mike Zee has seen enough, and he's got to realize the bell is rung here.
And he is in the ring with a seasoned professional. I mean, he is a trainer for a reason. It's not because he sucks. It's because he's really good. I mean, being able to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, AEW. And when he wrestled in Ring of Honor, he wrestled in the golden era of that company. And before AEW took over. And in the opening couple of years for AEW, he made multiple appearances in that company, and now we see him here at WrestleMania 9. Little full Nelson action. Mike Zee able to step out of it and gets the wrist lock. Puts it behind his back, makes it hard for him to do anything about it. Now, Cheeseburger may be looking to duck underneath the legs of Mike Zee once more, but he spins out of it, and Mike Zee is perplexed.
Cheeseburger just toying
Mike
with Zee
Zee
here, getting in his head.
How did you do that?
And that's what you see out of a veteran like Cheeseburger. You mentioned all his years of experience he's had. That's the result of that.
13 years of experience. This is a guy who's 5'8", 152 pounds. You wouldn't expect him to be as physical of a wrestler, but man, is he a technician in there. Whether it's on the ropes, off the ropes, in the air, on the ground. I mean, Cheeseburger knows what he's doing. Gives him the headlock. Mike Zee looking to work it. A headlock takeover. He's trying to pin the arm, only giving Cheeseburger one arm to work with. Certainly good technique there from Mike Zee. But Cheeseburger's able to hip escape out of it. And now he's just styling on Mike Zee. But Mike Zee is still on the ground, and he pats his head and says, "Good boy."
And the disrespect there out of Cheeseburger to do that in a ring, that is just pitiful, and just horrible there. We are in the middle of the ring here, and this guy is just here for show, but we'll see what happens.
And Chris, I mean, look, you truly are the heir apparent of Wayne Comic. Seems like you like all the bad guys.
I just like what's right. There's people like Cheeseburger who are here for show, and then there's people like Mike Zee who are here to be competitors and compete in the ring.
And Mike Zee lands a huge body shot right there to the abdomen of Cheeseburger. Now Cheeseburger off the middle ropes there, ducks under Mike Zee, and now another arm drag. Puts the foot underneath his legs to get him to reach for it, then goes right underneath his legs, little leapfrog action. Tries to spin him over with the arm drag, but instead, just still opting to style on Mike Zee.
And this is just disgusting here.
And Cheeseburger still firmly in control of this match. Ooh, a kick to the forearm. That's got hurt.
That was a beautiful kip up there. I hate to admit it there.
Tries to get the body slam there, but Mike Zee is just a lot more powerful than Cheeseburger. And there's a big slam from Mike Zee. We see him flexing on Cheeseburger, and Chris loves that. An elbow drop missed. Cheeseburger gets up. Cheeseburger still firmly in control of this match. And a kick to the chest. Into the knee, it looked like.
Oh, handstand right here. Oh,
handstand into another knee to the chin. That's the worst place to take a knee. I can tell you firsthand experience. That hurts. It does not feel good.
Mike Zee is definitely going to feel the effects of this match. And as we see the replay here, pleading to Cheeseburger.
And Mike Zee begging Cheeseburger
You know, I think he's had enough here. I think Cheeseburger needs to hear out Mike Zee and the disrespect that this crowd has shown during this match.
Ooh, an eye.
Beautiful there.
Eye.
Beautiful.
Into back suplex. Right on the spine of
That
Cheeseburger.
is what
the
you
crowd
call peak
now.
male athleticism. That is Mike
not
Zee.
like that. Nope.
Mike Zee, not happy with this rowing crowd. And this rowing crowd is rowdy tonight. They are chirping at that guy in there. They're chirping at Mike Zee. And then we get the abdominal stretch. Knee right to the spine where he was dropped right on his back. Wrenching. You see Cheeseburger trying to work out of it, try to get the energy from the crowd to stand up. Can he do it? He's trying. Certainly working against a much bigger man. Cheeseburger, though, has the skills to pay the bills. A chop right to Mike Zee on the ropes. And Mike Zee with the cross chop. He'll go for the pin. 1, 2, a kick out at 2.
And right there, what you saw there is the definition of a slow count. Exactly. Mike Zee knows what's up. That was slow, and this ref just proven he is siding with Cheeseburger. So I think we see a little bias here during this match.
What do you mean bias here, Chris?
That was
Come
a slow
on.
count. Was that or was that not a slow count?
That was not
It's
a slow
1,
count.
2, 3.
No, that is not a slow count.
That was 3.
Listen, this is official's discretion right here, okay?
Well, that official is being paid.
Well, I feel like
This
I'm going to
is
be reffing a
ridiculous.
match between you two, honestly.
I mean, I would go against Chris either any day.
You do not want to go against me.
Oh,
We got,
listen,
we got,
listen, we
wrestling
got a
to
match.
focus on.
Guys,
Mike
we got a
Zee
match in the
is
ring.
currently
Calm down.
beating up Cheeseburger and proving why he is
Listen,
the main
guys,
man.
we got a match to call. I mean, I understand
All right,
you guys are
all
guys are down each other's throats, but listen, all right.
All right, I'll
can't-
be professional.
I didn't sign up to be a broadcaster and a ref, okay? That's not what happened.
All right, I'll stay professional here.
Look,
I'm sorry.
as annoying as Chris is, Logan, I have to
mean,
admit,
yeah.
I have to side with you here.
It's not called being annoying, it's called being right. For the record.
And Mike Zee trying to work a suplex. Shots to the back, trying to weaken that stance of Cheeseburger to get him up in the air. He does so, but not all the way. And Cheeseburger tries to reverse the hold. And now Mike Zee, they're trading suplexes, but they're just too leg heavy. They can't get him up in the air, which is surprising because Cheeseburger, I would think, be the one to be on the receiving end of a suplex. Instead, he's able to lift Mike Zee up, but does he have any energy left to take advantage of the situation? It doesn't look like he can just yet.
I mean, Cheeseburger has that fighting spirit. I can tell you that.
Certainly huge heart, and as we look at the replay here, just gets him up in the air, Mike Zee, and then Cheeseburger able to reverse the hold and get a suplex himself into the forearm by Cheeseburger. Now he's trying to get the momentum, and a chop right to the chest for Mike Zee. Another one, and some change. The world's famous Cheeseburger, a chop to the chest on Mike Zee. And here he goes, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Cheeseburger cartwheels over the clothesline into a super kick right to the chin. Mike Zee is dazed. Is this the moment that Cheeseburger needs? And here we go. And a kick right to the head. He's going to go for the pinfall. Is this it? 2. A kick out at 2 for Mike Zee. Look, say what you will about Mike Zee. And Chris, look, I got to disagree that Mike Zee is in any ways a respectful competitor, but man, is he tough.
Yeah, Mike Zee, just a true definition of a professional wrestler and a true professional, unlike Cheeseburger, who has been making a mockery throughout this whole match.
And here's the pinfall, kick out at 2. Cheeseburger doing a great job here again, Mike Zee.
Mike Zee being that
year.
usual crybaby as usual.
And another slow count by the ref here.
Throwing a tantrum in the ring.
And look at Mike Zee. You know, I have to agree with you, Logan. He does resemble a bit of a baby when he does that.
Exactly. Such unprofessionalism.
Look at this Back suplex from Mike Zee on the replay.
Pure strength there out of Mike Zee, and a slow count by the ref. See, we got a replay to prove it.
And Chris, certainly not happy with the refs. Mike Zee off the ropes. A handspring and a pin. A roll up from Cheeseburger. Kick out at 2. Was that slow?
That was not a slow count.
Oh, Mike
he's
Zee
got his feet on the
got
ropes.
his feet on the ropes, but kick out at 2.
Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Unprofessional.
Little modified angle slam there. Into an elbow to the back of the head. A punch right to the chin. Dazes Zee. Trying to make sure his jaw is in place. And a chop right to the throat. Cheeseburger,
What
1,
chop.
2, 3. The world's famous Cheeseburger gets it done against Mike Zee. Mike Zee able to get a win last year, but this year didn't go his way as the world's famous Cheeseburger is victorious. What a match that we had underway here.
And Cheeseburger calls that move there to end it, the show tie, and a beautiful execution palm strike. But the key of this match was the slow counts out of the ref, and Mike Zee was robbed, and hopefully that is not a theme throughout the night.
Chris, I don't know what you're talking about. Proper man deserved that win right there. I have to say Mike Zee was very, very unprofessional that entire match. Very much a crybaby.
Look at that. The Cheeseburger hat from the fan.
And Cheeseburger just taking the hat away from the fan. I bet you that fan thought that was going to be a keepsake for WrestleMania.
And perhaps maybe we could get an interview from Cheeseburger? I nope, he's going to go right to the locker room.
Hey, he needs his deserved rest, you know?